Ladies and gentlemen, joining us all the way from the Men's Final Four 2023 Houston Local Organizing Committee, Holly Kesterson. Hey, Pres.
Really good to be with you guys. Thanks for having me again.
I just got an update today. Y'all are doing more great things. Tell me about this race that's going to be coming up
Yes,
associated with the Men's Final Four.
we just announced the Final Four 4-miler. And so it's a 4-mile race that will take place the Saturday of Final Four weekend, so April 1st. It's open for anybody in our community, whether you're a walker, a runner, or a sprinter. Doesn't matter, come out and join us. But it leaves from Herman Park, right at downtown Houston, goes out Allen Parkway, and back downtown. So it should be a lot of fun. Great part in addition to what we're doing for Final Four week.
I just absolutely love it. I do. I mean, I've gone to schools where the kids are trying to get their minutes of reading in for the Final Four. I hang out with a group of runners. I ran my first 5K last year, and they're always looking for opportunities to run. Now I've got something that I can share with them connected to the Men's Final Four. I just think y'all are doing an amazing job.
Well, we appreciate it. And I'll say I've got one little more tidbit for that I think makes it even more special. So as you guys know, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Title IX. And so we're trying to find as many ways as we can to join that celebration. Yes, it's the Men's Final Four, but we love all that women are doing in this industry and beyond. And so we have a charity beneficiary tied to the 4-mile race, and it's Girls on the Run. Amazing organization here in Houston supporting women, supporting young girls, and so they will receive a percentage of the net profits from that race. Again, just trying to leave a great legacy here in Houston and a nice way to celebrate Title IX.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Again, we got Holly Kesterson. She's the president of the 2023 NCAA Men's Final Four Houston Local Organizing Committee, and she's been on the show with us a couple times. So glad to have you back. I'm not going to take up all the questions for Chris, but I am going to try to put a team together and be in that 4-mile run.
Awesome. I hope to see you out there then and give you some high fives as you guys bring it on home.
High fives in water. I'm not a runner. I just hang with runners.
Okay, because I was about to say, because I might walk 4 miles.
Good.
I'm not going to run 4 miles. I might run 4 feet. But
you'll both get a T-shirt. You'll both get a medal either way, as long as you finish.
I will brag about it. I'll wear that medal for life.
So, yeah, I'm reading the info and stuff. Oh, yeah, I might do that.
Very good. Wow.
So, Holly, again, those are just a few of the things that you guys got coming up. What stage are we in right now? What should the local fan base be thinking about doing, looking forward to at the stage that we are right now?
Yeah, so we are 57 days out from Final Four being in Houston. I am counting. 57 days out. There's so many fun things coming, though. And we announced just a couple of weeks ago at our tip-off press conference that I know, Chris, you were at. AJ, I'm not sure if you made it out that afternoon or not, but we announced all of the community stuff. So you need to get on ncaa.com/mensfinal4 to sign up for the dribble. So if you have kids 18 and under who want to do the dribble, which starts at City Hall, you get a free basketball and free entry into the Fan Fest. There's only 3,700 slots for that event, and we're already a third of the way full. We've only been open for registration about 10 days. So if you've got kiddos and want to participate in that, you've got to get online, get signed up, get registered. But that's the Final Four dribble presented by Buick. We've got Fan Fest tickets open right now. We've got all the different information starting to come out, but ncaa.com/mensfinal4 is where you can find out about it. The other thing I want to make sure people know is we are almost full on our volunteer shifts. There are some great positions left, but they are starting to fill up quickly. So if anybody wants to get engaged, be a part of what we're doing, support the event, you got to get online right now and get signed up for those volunteer shifts before they fill up.
I think that's amazing how you're literally engaging everybody in the population, young, old, middle age, you name it, from fan experiences to races to school activities and things like that, and volunteer work as well. I think that's phenomenal.
Did you guys see that the Read to the Final Four is down to the round of 32 schools, but they've bypassed 28 million minutes read in our community, which is amazing and is definitely far beyond the record for Read to the Final Four in any city.
Yeah, definitely saw that.
This is great. See, I I'm glad Holly took time to join us today to be on the lunch break and share this info. I'm just proud, man. I really am. I'm proud, and she's already answered some of the stuff I wanted to ask her about where things were for volunteers. And I'm going to be positive and proactive. Holly, is there something that I'm not sure if you have time to do it for this Final Four that you'd like to implement for the next Final Four that Houston gets?
That's a good question. I have not been asked that one before. I think this Final Four has shown us, and I think it's not something new, but it's just a great reminder of how engaged our community is. And so the youth programs that we've been rolling out, both at the college level, but at the elementary level specifically, are 10 times as big as they were in 2016, but there's so much more we can be doing. There's so much more that this community can absorb just because we're such a large community. And so I hope that this is just the stepping stone. And I think it's a great stepping stone that we've taken. 39,000 kids have gone through our third grade program. But there are so many more that can be engaged and so many more programs that we can grow. So my hope is that this is just an example of what's to come. And that, maybe it's 2031 when the next Final Four is in town and we're opening it up to every third grader in the greater Houston area. Those are the types of things that we're dreaming about now. We've got, like I said, 57 days to execute this one, but it's exciting to see how well our community has come out to support those kids and their efforts, how well our community is signing up to volunteer. Those are the things that make it possible for us to do bigger and better things each time the Final Four is here, and I'm excited to continue to see that each time it comes back.
When will the process open for bidding for the next Final Four that's available?
So the last process just closed in the fall. And that goes through 2030. And Houston was not eligible for that bid process because we're on the docket this time. So I expect it to probably be 2 or 3 more years before we're being able to get in that kind of rotation again. But like I said, the next available year is 2031. So we hope Houston is at the forefront of that next cycle.
And I'm not sure what happened to AJ over there on his end. See, that's what he gets for talking about the Texans. But after this one is done, how will you occupy your time with the organizing committee?
Yeah, so the HLOC is an umbrella team under the Harris County Houston Sports Authority. So I wear 2 hats, if you will. I am the president of the LOC, but I will go back into my vice president role with the Sports Authority. And so there's all kinds of other exciting events coming to this community. We've got college football playoffs in 2024. We've got AAU Junior Olympic Games in 2025. We've got the World Cup in 2026 and on and on. And so I get absorbed back and our team gets absorbed back under the Sports Authority umbrella to help support and continue to bring in major events that come to Houston, hopefully for years to come.
And I won't ask you about things we have no control over. You know where
I know exactly where you're going.
All right. But what's the next event that's coming up in February regarding the Men's Final Four?
The next event coming up in February. So we've got all kinds of fun things. Have you seen the Fan Jam truck out yet in the community?
I have, yes. Yes,
you have. So that Fan Jam truck is going to be everywhere. February is a packed month for us in the community. We've got our announcement for the next 32 schools on the road to the Final Four. Then that'll be down to 16 in just a couple of weeks. We've got, like I said, the Fan Jam truck, I think, is busy every weekend, and 2 or 3 times during the week. We'll be out at a U of H game here in the next couple of weeks, helping cheer them on and support them. Our staff will be out at the doubleheader at HCU this week. I keep getting Houston Baptist and Houston Christian. I'm not smooth on that one yet, but we'll be out at their game here this Thursday. But excited to be in the community, to be active. We know that countdown is rolling, but that just ramps up our touch points in our community. So we'll be active and engaged all the way through.
And I want to ask you this, because it just occurred to me. Who had the idea to partner with all 4 local universities for this bid?
So, it's one of those things where not every community has the resources and the partnerships that Houston has. And so every year that the Final Four has been here, as well as other NCAA championships, it's not just Final Four where you partner with the local universities. those universities have gotten more and more engaged. And so in 2011, we had 2 engaged. In 2016, we had 3 engaged. But we want to make sure that we're tapping into and supporting each of those Division I universities when an event like this comes to town. And so it was just a natural fit for us to make sure that each one had their way of participating. They all have great staff, faculty, programs, all very, very different. So it was just a natural fit to bring them all on board, get them all engaged. And it's been a lot of fun as we've worked through even brainstorming of how do we touch the market better? How do we get your students involved? Each of them has brought a really unique view and perspective, and it's been fun to work with them.
Have you heard feedback on how the student internship course has gone so far?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. So we have really moved. They still meet once a week for class, but we've moved into them being hands-on in our programs. And so each event you see of us, you'll see those students, a couple of them at each different program. So we were at Cruz Elementary School on Monday to announce the round of 32 read to the Final Four schools. And 2 of the students from the college course were out there helping set up, helping run and organize the program. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had a speaking event with myself and Joanne Scott from the NCAA. And we had one of the students from the college course actually emceeing the event, which was great to see, and so on and so forth. So every event, every initiative we have, those kids are getting chances to be a part of the LOC team. And so it's been great to watch them grow, learn. Some of them are so overexcited about it. It's just one of those, breath of fresh air to watch and remember why we do these programs and why we create these opportunities. But they've been fantastic. Couldn't be more thankful for the work they're putting in and the commitment to the program.
And I want to share this because I know we got people who don't live in Houston. Who are you talking about? University of Houston, Rice University, Texas Southern, and Houston Christian. I slip up with HBU/HCU as well, but those are the 4 Houston area schools that are part of this process. And are there plans for that to continue for the next bid in the future to maintain the 4 universities?
Yeah, we would love to see that. We obviously haven't gotten to that level of discussion at this point, but we would love to continue to partner with them and see how the opportunities grow. It's been great to watch even as their programs on their own campuses grow, how they add and engage with us differently. So I'm sure, whether that's 4, 5, 6 years out, as we continue those conversations, they will continue to just be better and better partners, and we can be better and better partners to them as well. But there's so many other things and great things that they're doing on their campuses that we love to support as much as we can.
A couple more things. Fan Fest. Talk about that. And do you have any pull strings connections about which artists will be performing the concerts?
All good questions. So the Fan Fest presented by Capital One will take place at the Georgia Brown Convention Center. It is a great family opportunity. So no matter what your interest level is, there's some activity or event for you to be engaged in around Final Four. And Fan Fest is a great one for families. It is the bottom floor of the convention center with activations and games and experiences for people of all ages to get involved around. It is a $10 ticket that's on sale right now. And if you go on the website, there's all kinds of promotions for the early bird as we just launched that program. But the ncaa.com/Mens Final Four is where you'll find out more information about Fan Fest. But it's great. We went through pictures from some of our staff who were here in 2016 with their kiddos at Fan Fest from the last time, and it was so much fun to watch and kind of reminisce through those games that they got to go out and engage in. So really encourage people to come out to Fan Fest. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's directly connected to through Avenida to where the Music Fest is going to be in the park. So it's going to be an easy connection. You can come out, you can experience both. You need tickets to both, but Music Fest tickets are free. You just have to get on and get them. But no, I have no pull, unfortunately, in the lineup for the music. We hope to announce that lineup in March as we get closer to our event dates. But as you know, from each year it's been here and in other cities, the Music Fest is always A-listers, top of the barrel when it comes to who's out there. I think 2016 we had Maroon 5, Panic at the Disco, Pitbull. So A-list artist for Music Fest every year, and we're really excited to see who's coming to Houston this year for Music Fest.
Do you know when in March that'll be announced?
I think they're projecting mid-March, so 2-3 weeks before event time where they'll announce those. And again, it is a free event. Music Fest is a free event, but you do need a ticket. So we're really making sure that you get on and follow us on social media. as well as keep on that website of ncaa.com/mensfinalfour so you know when that information is released and you can make sure and get your ticket in time.
Awesome. Is there anything else? I might have to go solo these last few minutes. AJ still having internet issues, but is there anything else you want to mention?
I think the only other thing that I would throw out that I did not touch on is another free event. It's the Reese's Men's Final Four Friday. That takes place at the stadium on Friday before the tournament gets going or before Final Four starts. It's the open practices for the teams. So if your team, or really any team, because they're all great at that level, is in town for the Final Four, you get to see their on-court practice in the stadium where they'll play the game, and it's completely free. So we really encourage people, especially our basketball fans, especially young basketball fans, to come out and enjoy, get to see the best of the best, practicing, getting into their game mode. I think it's a really cool experience, a lot of fun, and again, completely free on Friday.
And what time will that take place on Friday?
That is a great question. I think doors open at 10 a.m. out at the stadium, and then you have back-to-back practices for all 4 teams, as well as the NABC All-Star Game, which is at the end of the day. And
once again, just mention the miler that takes place on Saturday, so it'll be day after open practice?
Yes, so Saturday morning, April 1st, we will be out for our Final Four 4-miler that leaves from Herman Park downtown, goes out Allen Parkway and back. And the first 500 people, it just opened yesterday, the first 500 people to register get early bird pricing. So we encourage you to get on and get signed up. And that has a cap. So first come, first serve. But we're excited to be giving back to Girls on the Run through that 4-mile event, and excited for everybody to come out and race with us.
And what's the link for folks to sign up for that?
ncaa.com/mensfinalfour. You'll find the 4-miler button right there on the front page and get you signed up and registered to race.
Awesome, Holly. 57 days and counting. I'm like, yeah. I know. I've seen one billboard with the countdown. Are there other billboards with the countdown?
So the countdown billboard, you would have seen it. It's the one and only countdown, but we do have lots of other billboards going up. I don't know if you've seen a couple already with the Fan Fest and the Music Fest ads up, but we do have billboards starting to pop up, but we do have just the one countdown rolling right now, 57 days.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm thrilled. Basketball is my passion in what I do. Commend you and your staff. Oh, got to do this. Just give a shout out to your staff and everybody who's helping you put this event together.
Yeah, so there is a team of nearly 20 people who are dedicated in Houston specifically, who are dedicated every day to the planning and operations of the Men's Final Four, and they are outstanding. The staff that puts this together, they are the ones who make this possible. They're creative. They're doing it to the best of their abilities, and I couldn't be more proud of the work they're putting together. We've got an amazing, and if you got on and saw our social media yesterday, Chris, you'll see that it's a dominant female staff. That is for sure.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Great men on our staff, but we are definitely dominant on the female side. We celebrated National Girls and Women in Sports Day yesterday, and it was a great reminder for all of us of the amazing things that, not just on our team, but teams across the country and the world, with the number of amazing women on the sports staffs these days, and proud to celebrate with them.
And tickets for the games are also through links at the ncaa.com Mens Final Four. Is that correct?
That is correct. There are some hospitality packages available at ncaa.com/mensfinalfour. Standard tickets are anything you can find out for ticket-wise are all on that same page.
And just one final question, I'll let you go. How much time, if any, have you thought about the possibility of the Houston Cougars participating in this Final Four?
Yeah, well, as a fan and as a Houston resident, we're of course thinking about it and cheering them on, as well as the amazing other teams in our community. But love to see the high-ranking teams run. But yes, from an operations standpoint and in the event business, you have to have contingency plans for everything. Weather, on and on. And having U of H in one of those is one of those contingency plans, because as you would imagine, we expect Houston to come out proud and strong if U of H is in the Final Four. And so we've got some things in the works if that's possible, but how amazing would that be for a hometown team to play in the Final Four, for Kelvin Sampson and his program, all the great things he's doing. It would be a lot of fun to watch Houston truly take over their hometown.
Holly Kesterson, the president of the 2023 Men's Final Four Houston Local Organizing Committee. Thank you very much. Is it possible to get you on one more time before everything gets chaotic?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You guys tell me when. We'll set it up. I always love being on with you guys, so we'll make it happen.
Thank you very much, Holly, and I will see you around town soon, I'm sure. So, all right, thank you very much. You take care.
Thanks. Tell AJ I said bye. I'm not sure what happened to him.
Okay.
Bye, Chris.